Hey everybody, welcome back. So I just really wanted to talk. This is actually going to be a really short video. So if you're watching this video, obviously this was the look from the last video. I already told you guys I was going to be making another video right after this. I didn't think that the emotions were going to come so strong already. But if you're seeing this, this is my last video in Maryland. I am moving. I made the decision about almost 2 years ago. It was just placed in my spirit for me to move to a completely different state. Just not even off random, just a little bit of a backstory. So I am a military child. So I moved around place to place until I was 11. And then when I was 11, we moved to Maryland. We were living in Virginia for a year. We stayed in the DMV area a good portion of my life anyway. So I was living in Virginia, like Northern Virginia first, and then we moved to Maryland. So shout out to the DMV. I love you. I'm gonna miss you so much, but I gotta go. So I was living there from when I was 11. I was living in Maryland from when I was 11 until now, 24 years old. And in the time that I was living in Maryland, I don't know if it's just because, like, you know, obviously you go through things as you grow up, but it just seemed like everything just really intensified as me and my family, and I started settling into Maryland. So after a while, because we were going from moving to not moving anymore, on one hand it was good because, you know, I could find like that desire and that longing that I had to finally, you know, try and make friends, like actual like stable friends, and I didn't have to every like 2-3 years or even 4 years in some cases have to say bye to them and then just, like, you know, pack up and move and, you know, just start over. We didn't have to do that any longer. And so on one hand I was excited, but on the other hand I just wish that we didn't stay in Maryland. If you guys are from Maryland, then you already know I just really did not want to be in Maryland. Like, I actually hated, like, when we first moved to Maryland, I hated Maryland. That was the absolute worst place that I have ever, at least at that time anyway. Like, I'm just like going back to how I was when I was 11. That was the worst place at that point in time that I had ever lived in, and I did not like I really initially hated Maryland, and I was like so like ready to be done with Maryland. And so, because we went from a really good school district to, not saying that MoCo is bad, because it's not. It's actually a pretty good school system, but the way that the education system is in Maryland versus when I was living in Northern Virginia is two completely different things. Like, I had straight A's when I went to school in Northern Virginia when I was living in Alexandria. And then when I moved to Maryland, like, that just went downhill, because when we were moving around and everything like that, we went to so many different school systems that we just, meaning me and my sister, and people who are military children, they can probably relate to, or just people who moved around a lot. So when we moved, every place we moved, there was a different school system, obviously, because you're moving to a completely different state. And so by the time we got to Maryland, everything that we learned, like, up until we moved to Maryland was what they were starting to teach when we moved. So I just was not inclined to even do my schoolwork. I just was like, I just don't even care enough. But that hurts really bad. I just scratched my eye. I almost ripped off my eyelash. But yeah, I look pretty. Oh my gosh, guys, I should be a model or something. I'm so pretty. Not being in the vain way, I'm just saying, like, oh my gosh. Sometimes when I look at, let me know, right? If you make content, let me know. Or even if you just look at pictures, right? Or look at your pictures. Like, there's times when I'm editing my videos and I don't even recognize myself. Like, I just feel like I look so different, even though I don't. Like, if I take off my makeup, obviously my nose isn't gonna be as snatched and my cheeks aren't gonna be just snatched. But sis still relatively looks the same. Like, I'm not like a complete catfish. Still pretty without the makeup, so don't even try it. Dang, I just got all the way off guard. I was over here looking at myself in the freaking looking at myself in the camera, and I just saw how beautiful I was. Yo, let me stop. So anyway, we moved to Maryland, and just between the school system and just the fact that it just wasn't giving the way that people hyped it up to give, it just was not giving, in my opinion. And it depended on where you were at in the county, that the type of quality of education that you got. Fix it, because it's fucked up. I know I was talking about I wasn't gonna curse no more in my videos and stuff, but that one I had to, because that is fucked up. It shouldn't be like that. Anyways, so we were living here for so long. I just had so many traumatic things happen to me in Maryland, and it's just like the energy and the vibes, just like they were just off from the beginning, from when I moved, well, when we moved to Maryland. So it was just like, I think after I checked myself into a treatment facility back in 2020, I came home, and like within the week of me coming home, I had just like something just came over me, and I was just like, okay, I'm moving to XYZ state. When I get there, I'll do a part 2 of this video just to see, you know, how I settle in and whatever else, and just like my initial takes, and then you guys are gonna go on this journey with me. So it's gonna be really exciting. But I just had a lot of traumatic stuff happen to me. So when I was in the very beginning stages of like my recovery mentally, it just came over me. Like, yeah, it just came over me, just like it's time to move. And then I just asked God. I was like, where is it that you want me to move? Because obviously you put this in my spirit for a reason. So where is it exactly that you want me to move? And I gave 3 places, and I got 1 answer. So that is where I'm moving. I'm nervous, but I am excited. I don't know what is gonna happen. This is the first time I'm leaving my entire family, meaning my dad and my sister. My mom obviously is no longer here, but it's gonna be the first time I'm leaving the nest, like officially leaving the nest. Like, don't get me wrong, I've lived out on my own, but more so I live with my sister. Me and my sister, we lived out on our own. We had our own place, paying our own bills. We still do, but you know, it's different when you're living with someone and when you are by yourself, because you can't depend on other people. You really have to depend on yourself. So I am excited for it. I'm, like I said before, I'm nervous, but I'm really excited. I have a good feeling, and I know that I would not be led to move to where I'm moving if there wasn't a good reason for it. And even still, even if you just like want to move. I mean, unless you have some type of obligations, move. If you're single, you don't have kids, you don't have a husband, you don't have tied down responsibilities, I suggest moving, traveling, seeing things that you've never seen before while you have the chance. Not saying that when you have kids you don't have the chance, because you still do, you know, but the priorities are a little bit different. That's basically it for right now. I will keep you guys updated, but when I post this video, I should already be landed. Now I have to go pack. I have to pack. I remember procrastination. Yeah, I have to pack up this whole room. Backdrops, it's actually not a lot, but I have to just pack and clear everything out ASAP. So I'm out. I love you guys. Thank you so much, friends, for tuning in and watching, and I'm really excited for this journey, and I hope that you're ready to come along through the good, through the bad, through the ugly, through the pretty, through the beautiful. Just y'all just gonna explore with me. So I will see you next time. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and remember to follow my pages, Candalee Ashley and AQM Cosmetics, and remember to click the link in the bio. Remember, I'm wearing baby from AQM Cosmetics. You see, it's a very soft pink look, and it is perfect for everybody because it's just natural. It's a natural look. So yes, check it out. Let me know what you think. Love you guys. See you next time in an empty apartment.